what's going on, everyone? It's Chris, and welcome back to the Big Brother podcast. And I'm having heartburn because of this series. And alongside my heartburn is my good friend, Gocubs711.
Hey, Chris, I brought a special guest for today's podcast.
Why?
Okay. He's relatively famous. He's played a dad on TV before. And his name is John Cena!
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's probably the worst one yet. That is probably the worst. That has made me crawl up into the ball into my seat right now.
Good.
God. You're just saying it so aggressively. Good. If only the podcast could not get any worse. Now John Cena and his just amazingness has joined us now. Alright, anyways.
You hear the air horns that went along with it?
Yes, I'm very well aware that there were air horns involved. Did he actually play a dad on TV?
In the Fred movie.
Oh, God.
It's Fred's dad.
Oh, my God, I remember that. God, oh, that movie was cringeworthy.
Alright, 2 minutes into the podcast, and now we can actually start it. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah, thank you. Alright, well, welcome everyone to the podcast. And where we last left off, us twins and Vanessa were controlling the house, and it was not much different this time around. So we had the big jury competition that happened, and the HOH was also trying to be decided, and it was so intense to watch. The whole thing, it was just amazing how long it took. I mean, 50 seconds is a crazy long time.
Did it?
It lasted, because obviously they're going to edit it on TV to make it look a lot longer than it actually was. I'm pretty sure they actually copied and pasted the scenes over and over again to show.
It only lasted 50 seconds?
I'm exaggerating, maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
But
that's a little better.
It started from I'll do your time, Go Cubs. It started from 8:50, and then all the way until 9:05.
Oh, wow.
It was literally 5 minutes into the live feeds. It was...
Nice.
It was done.
Cool.
And it was really disappointing because everyone was so hyped about this competition, and essentially what ended up happening was that John came back, which is awesome. We love John. But it's literally like nothing happened last week, and then Vanessa won Head of Household, and it was like, welp.
Here we are,
right? It was really not fun at all, but anyways, so Vanessa wins Head of Household. And by the way, the competition, in case we didn't talk about it that much, was it was like the spinny on the plate thing that they did, and it was where they had to hang on for dear life. And a lot of people felt that Vanessa cheated because people were like, oh no, she was sitting on her feet or on the plate itself, and that's against the rules. But the rules actually state that the feet must be on the plate at all times, which she did. So, to be fair, it is fair game that she won Head of Household. So everyone saying that she cheated is a bunch of babies who can't realize that sometimes reality shows can't go their way.
Yep.
Sorry, when I was running the Big Brother Access Twitter when that happened, and I was like, guys, get over it, she won. And then, I got a whole bunch of replies that were like, fuck you! Who cares about your opinion, M? Because I have to use my initial. And everyone's just like, fuck, we're not gonna stop fighting until they stop cheating! And it was ridiculous. It literally, if James won that Head of Household the same exact way, no one would be fucking commenting, at all. No one would be fighting it at all. And it's just
I mean, I hate Vanessa too, but
Right. but at the same time, like, you have to give credit where credit is due,
Yep.
and if you're going to fight the fact that, oh my god,
Yep.
she cheated, and then if James did the same exact thing and won that competition, probably less people would be giving a flying fuck.
Yep.
And would be fighting it. So that's just my take on it. I didn't really go much into it after it happened. I just was like, get over it, people, and moved on. So unfortunately, James and Meg ended up going up, and the logic behind this was because, and I actually, for once in this whole season, I actually get Vanessa's logic. And she nominated James and Meg because of the fact that she had deals with John and Steve, and she had a deal with Ostwins, but she wasn't really working with James and Meg. So
right.
they're the easy ones to go up, boom, boom, up there.
We're done.
So, but now everyone loves James and Meg for the most part. A lot of people love James and Meg, even though Meg really sucks at competitions. We all love them. They're great people. Yeah. So, we were hoping that one of them would win Power Veto. So we'll get to the Power Veto competition. And guess who gets picked? Ostwins. All fucking three of them got picked for the competition.
I love it.
It was great, right? Alright, so...
And John and Steve got to be game show hosts.
John and Steve got to be game show hosts. Yep. I would much rather have fucking Austin and Liz hosting, because at least Austin would be entertaining and also not compete. But anyways, Gocubs, would you like to explain what the Power Veto was?
All right, so this was actually a really cool challenge. I enjoyed it. So what you had to do, each person had a veto card. They all looked the same, and they had to hide it somewhere in the house. Whoever hit it the best would, or I'll get there. So after everyone hit it, one at a time, they went into the house and had to tear it. Well, they didn't have to tear it apart, but they did tear it apart to try to find someone else's veto card. And as soon as they brought the veto card back outside, put it up on the board, and if your veto card was found, then you were out. You didn't know who was found until the end. So like they said you've been eliminated, but you really weren't eliminated. You just didn't win. Right. And it ended up being James who pulled it out of his ass.
Yeah.
And won.
James,
he hit it the best.
Yeah,
Captain
James,
Camel, man.
Yeah, James is a prankster in the house, so I knew that his pranking skills would definitely fit to that competition.
And the thing is that his was probably in one of the most obvious spots.
Yeah, that is
Everyone
true.
else, like I thought the pizza one was going to take a while to find, or the one that Austin did. And Austin's did take a while. The pizza one was found first.
Yeah.
But James just hit it. He literally hit it under a rug.
One thing to note is that you really get to see Vanessa's smarts in this competition, because Vanessa was like, man, I'm gonna look in the refrigerator. Man, those are square. That might contain a veto ticket. And then she's referring to the pizza box, and there you go. So she's really.
And then she eliminated an ally.
She eliminated an ally, and she also found the blanket that Austin had the veto card in. She found that one, and she eliminated Austin and Liz, two of her allies. Yep. I think what was really funny too was that James eliminated Meg, which was again hilarious. But
no one.
Go ahead.
No one knew.
No one knew whatsoever. But anyway, so James wins the Power Veto. So there's hope. There is hope that things could.
There's no hope.
The boat was hopefully gonna get rocked, and then
Oh baby. Sorry, go.
that John and Steve would remain off the block, and then the twins or Austin would get nominated. Which it turns out there was a twin that get nominated. But it was not the twin that everyone wanted to get nominated. It was Julia who got nominated next to Meg to ensure that Meg went home. However, this put the twins in major risk of going home. And John and Steve, for a while, were contemplating trying to flip this vote, but unfortunately, just like this whole season, they pussied out, and Meg, poor Meg,
Bye bye, Meg.
got evicted 4-1. That was my mom's favorite contestant. And
I liked Meg.
yeah, I did too. She was just. What I liked about her is that she, even though she was a bit annoying at times, I feel like she owned it. Like, I feel like she made jokes about herself. Like, she knew how ridiculous she is as a human being. But,
Yeah.
like, she's down to earth like that. Like, I respect that. I really liked Meg. Probably, hopefully, in the future, if she ever got a chance to come back, she can train herself and actually get better at the competitions.
Yeah.
But, rip Meg. But then we realize, oh wait, it's a fucking double eviction.
I didn't know until I watched it.
And, well, again, we did mention it last week, but I think we both completely forgot. I had to go to a Jets game, and I was so pissed.
Had to go to a Jets game.
Oh yeah, because it was such torture. But, no, well...
it was. You're watching the Jets.
That's true.
Oh!
But they won. They won against the Eagles, which is
Good.
surprising.
I hate the Eagles.
Me too. But the around halftime, I realized, oh shit, it's double eviction. So I kind of knew before I found out about the results that it would probably not go the way I wanted it to go. But I held out hope because this was really the last time to get one of those major four out of this competition. Go Cubs, take it away. What was the head of household competition?
Right. So Chris has no idea what the fuck happened.
No, I do, but not
okay,
the actual competitions.
All right, so the challenges. The first one, they showed vacation pictures from all of the eliminated house guests so far. It was this really, really terrible Photoshop of them going to like Mount Rushmore and climbing mountains, and they just had to answer true or false questions about the pictures. And Jeff was in a lot of them.
Okay.
I don't know why they specifically chose Jeff to be in like every picture, but he was there.
He's very
He was definitely there.
Have you seen those rock hard abs, man?
And fuck, who won?
Liz won.
Liz won.
Liz won the head of household.
Yes,
and
Liz. No, I'll get there.
Okay.
Liz won the head of household, and fuck, who did they nominate?
Well, no, I was just gonna say that it basically ruined any chance of there being a power shift.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we were fucked.
Yeah, like if James, John, or Steve won, then there is easily going to be an attack against the Oz twins, but not this time. Anyways, go ahead.
Who got nominated again? James and John.
James and John, yes.
James and John both got nominated. And then we went to the veto competition where there was this giant ass boomerang, and they each contestant has two balls that they had to roll up the boomerang and around and try to get into holes numbered like 1 through 20, and then there was a 25, and the combination of the two scores was your score. And Steve starts off and he goes way too hard, throws it off, and then throws the second one off. Johnny Mac does the same thing. Austin and Liz both get 17, and then Julia gets 19, and then James fucks it all up. Steve and James were first. Johnny Mac was last. So Julia won, and she decides to keep the nominations the same
because fucking they're twins, and why
because
would you keep twins?
Person.
Why the fuck would you keep twins in this fucking competition this far?
That's a given alliance right there.
It's dumb. It was so. That is one of the dumbest things that I've ever seen on Big Brother, I think, is the idea that the minute you find out someone has a twin, you're like, let's keep them for numbers. No! No, you get them out! Are you dumb? Like, I don't know. It was really just one of the dumbest moves on the face of the planet that I've ever seen on Big Brother, I think. And this season has been filled with dumb moves as well.
I bet if I went out, I could make a dumber move.
Probably the same for me.
If I tried to, I could make the worst move in Big Brother history.
Don't try to. You're taking your chances of getting $500 grand and just be like, welp, Might as well just burn this. Um, so, anyways, and then was it unanimous for James to leave?
Sorry, say that again.
Was it unanimous for James to leave?
Pretty much.
Okay, well,
It was a 4-0 vote.
James finally got evicted, and it was really a sad day for us. One of the again
Oh.
one of the more entertaining house guests
I
to be on
I
the
love
show.
James.
James was one of the really cool guys. Like I think that he's just it was really just down to earth guy. You think that those kind of people are like people that are in the South, like very like rednecky. You feel like sometimes they're in their own little world, but this guy was very down to earth, really fun. And that's not a rack on anyone in the South, but sometimes people, you know who I'm talking about. There's some people that are like that. Um, there James is just very, very cool guy. I'm gonna miss him. With James being evicted, that is the first time any of our chosen winners got evicted this entire show, and that's a big deal.
It's really surprising.
That's a big deal for us. We really chose good people this time.
Yeah.
So
James made it to final 7. Vanessa's made it to at least 6.
yeah, and she's keeping on going. But Go Cubs, you will have to pick a new winner. So
I do.
Who would you want to pick as your new winner?
Well, I've kind of thought about this a lot, but honestly, like most of the season, this guy's done a lot to sort of keep himself alive. By even making deals with Vanessa, and somehow, even though he's been on the block a lot, he's still here.
Yep.
He even came back from the dead. So
Johnny Mac. Rip Skype call. This happens a lot.
All right, we're back.
There you go. Okay. So Johnny Mac is your chosen winner, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Johnny Mac, which I think is a good choice, because if things go well, it will probably be if things go well and the Oz Twins are the next 3 to go out, it'll be John, Steve, and Vanessa for the final 3, and if John wins all the competitions, then he'll pick Steve and Vanessa goes, and there'll be a John Steve final 2. Is there hope?
John Steve.
Imagine a John. Did you say John Steve? God damn it.
Yes.
It would be amazing at this point if John Steve made the final 2, but I'd be totally okay with that.
Oh, there's no question. They're my 2 favorite in the house right now.
I think a lot of people. I get where like the common Big Brother fan would be like, oh wait, no, they didn't really make a lot of big moves, so why like not like Vanessa? But
They're also not assholes.
that's true. But I get where someone might be angry about one of them winning because they haven't really done too many big things in the house. But at the end of the day, if you knock out some big time threats, you deserve to be where you're at. And so if John and Steve are able to team up and take down Oz Twins and Vanessa and end up in the final 2, they gotta
be with Vanessa. They gotta be with Vanessa though.
Yeah. Well,
and I think Vanessa knows that she needs to be with them too.
Although I'd be totally okay for a Steve, John, Julia final 3 too, because Julia won't win shit in the final.
That's true.
So Steve and John will be an easy final 2 there too as well. Vanessa she has the best chance of winning the final head of house competition if she makes it there.
Yeah.
But I think Steve and John could win around as well. So we'll see. I'm hoping for that final 2 to happen, and if they're able to knock out all 4 of them, that will be an amazing achievement. Holy fucking shit. So
they deserve to win if that happens.
They absolutely. So let's talk about our predictions for the next episode, or for next week. Because we are getting down to the wire. This is going to be... There's at least like 2 or 3 weeks left at this point. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens.
It's going to be weird when I can't talk to you anymore.
Yeah. Well, we'll have Survivor podcasts though.
It's going to be weird.
It's just going to be weird not for you. You're just going to still say that.
I can still hear his voice.
Oh
by telling people I'm dead.
All right. Anyways, I'll start with the predictions, I guess. All right.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay, we're good.
okay. John wins head of household, let's say, and then we're gonna do Liz and Julia. Ooh, I'll just do Liz again, and then Vanessa. Because I've never gotten a Julia pick, so I'll just show Liz's pick again. Alright, and then Vanessa wins Power of Veto. And then, in a shocking plot twist, she keeps the nominations the same. And then Liz goes home, which is best case scenario in my opinion. Alright, go ahead and give me your predictions.
I decided to take the pessimistic route because I wanted to be a little bit more realistic, unlike with my winner prediction. We'll see what happens. But Austin wins, nominates Stephen John. John wins the veto. Austin puts up Vanessa. And somehow they vote for Vanessa to go home.
Well, that's not too pessimistic. That would be just be like Austin.
That still gets Vanessa home, but that still puts Austin in power.
Yeah, pretty much. I couldn't really keep up with the pictures, but it's all right. You heard him, folks. All right. Anyways, that's it for the Big Brother podcast for now. We will hopefully return next weekend for my birthday weekend. Hello, yeah, let's go. With another episode of the Big Brother podcast. So thank you all so much for watching. I think I lost Gocubs again.
I'm here.
Okay, you got it. The Skype calls they're not working out for us. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. And any last words, Gocubs? Any last notes?
I just like to say a couple things.
He's getting the John Cena thing out again.
Name is John
Fucking shit. Fuck this. I'm done.